Today we gather to explore one of the most profound and intricate aspects of the human experience, the dual nature of consciousness. This topic invites us to delve deep into the very essence of what it means to be aware, to perceive, and to exist both in the tangible world and within the vast expanse of our inner selves. Consciousness is often described as a single entity, a seamless flow of thoughts, sensations, and awareness. However, upon closer examination, we discover that it is not monolithic but rather dualistic, comprising two interwoven dimensions. These dimensions, often referred to as the objective and the subjective, coexist within us, shaping our perception of reality and our interaction with the world around us. On one hand, we have the objective consciousness rooted in the external world. This is the realm of sensory perception, logical reasoning, and empirical evidence. It is through this lens that we navigate the physical world, make decisions based on observable facts, and engage with others in a shared reality. Our objective consciousness allows us to build bridges of understanding, grounded in common experiences and measurable truths. On the other hand, there is a subjective consciousness, the rich and boundless inner world that each of us harbors. This dimension encompasses our emotions, intuitions, dreams, and personal narratives. It is deeply personal and often elusive, a space where imagination flourishes and where we find the unique essence of our individuality. Through subjective consciousness, we explore our innermost thoughts, grapple with existential questions, and connect with the intangible aspects of existence that define our humanity. The interplay between these two facets of consciousness is both complex and fascinating. It is through their interaction that we gain a holistic understanding of our place in the universe. Objective consciousness provides structure and clarity, while subjective consciousness infuses our experiences with depth and meaning. Together they form the dual nature of consciousness, a dynamic and ever-evolving tapestry that defines our existence. As we embark on this exploration, let us remain open to the myriad ways in which these two dimensions intersect and influence each other. Let us seek to understand not only the mechanisms of our awareness, but also the profound mysteries that lie within. In doing so, we may uncover new insights into the nature of consciousness, and ultimately the essence of what it means to be human. Consciousness, often described as the state of being aware of, and able to think about one's own existence, thoughts, and surroundings, is a multifaceted phenomenon that has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. At its core, consciousness encompasses the totality of our mental experiences, including perception, thought, memory, emotion, and self-awareness. Understanding consciousness involves exploring the ways in which these experiences arise and are integrated into a coherent sense of self. To define consciousness, it is essential to recognize its dual nature. This nature is characterized by two distinct yet interconnected dimensions, the objective and the subjective. Objective consciousness refers to the awareness of the external world, mediated through our sensory organs and processed by the brain to form a coherent representation of reality. This dimension is grounded in the observable and measurable aspects of existence, allowing us to navigate and interact with our environment effectively. In contrast, subjective consciousness pertains to our internal world, encompassing the rich tapestry of personal experiences, emotions, thoughts, and intuitions that define our unique perspective on reality. This dimension is deeply personal and often difficult to articulate, as it is shaped by individual experiences, memories, and inner reflections. While objective consciousness can be studied and analyzed through empirical methods, subjective consciousness remains elusive and largely accessible only through introspection and self-report. The complexity of defining consciousness is further compounded by the various levels and states it can assume. These include wakefulness, sleep, dreaming, and altered states induced by meditation, drugs, or other means. Each state of consciousness offers a different perspective on the mind's capabilities and limits, revealing the dynamic and fluid nature of conscious experience. At the most basic level, consciousness involves sensory perception, which allows us to detect and respond to stimuli in our environment. Sensory information is processed by the brain, creating a detailed and continuous representation of the external world. This process enables us to recognize objects, navigate space, and interact with others. The reliability and accuracy of sensory perception are crucial for survival, as they inform our decisions and actions in real time. Beyond sensory perception, consciousness also involves higher cognitive functions such as attention, memory, and reasoning. Attention allows us to focus on specific aspects of our environment or internal thoughts, filtering out irrelevant information and enhancing our ability to process relevant stimuli. Memory provides a repository of past experiences, which can be recalled and integrated into current conscious experience, informing our understanding and guiding our actions. Reasoning, on the other hand, enables us to analyze information, solve problems, and make decisions based on logical principles and empirical evidence. Emotion plays a significant role in consciousness, influencing our perception, thoughts, and behavior. Emotions are complex responses to stimuli that involve physiological arousal, subjective experience, and behavioral expression. They provide valuable information about our internal state and external environment, shaping our conscious experience and guiding our interactions with the world. Emotions can enhance our awareness, drawing attention to significant events or experiences, and motivate us to take action in response to challenges or opportunities. Self-awareness, a higher order aspect of consciousness, involves the ability to reflect on one's own thoughts, feelings, and actions. This metacognitive capacity allows us to recognize ourselves as distinct individuals with a continuous identity over time. Self-awareness enables introspection, self-evaluation, and personal growth, fostering a deeper understanding of our own mind and behavior. It also facilitates social interactions by allowing us to consider others' perspectives and anticipate their responses. The definition of consciousness must also account for its dynamic and context-dependent nature. Consciousness is not a static state, but a continuous and evolving process that can be influenced by various factors, including biological, psychological, and environmental conditions. Changes in brain activity, hormonal fluctuations, stress, and social interactions can all impact the quality and content of conscious experience, highlighting its fluidity and adaptability. Objective consciousness, often referred to as external awareness, is the aspect of our consciousness that engages with the world around us through sensory perception. It is the process by which we detect, interpret, and respond to external stimuli, forming a coherent and shared understanding of reality. This dimension of consciousness relies heavily on our sensory organs like sound, touch, taste, and smell, which gather information from our environment and relay it to the brain for processing. In objective consciousness, the brain acts as a sophisticated interpreter, integrating sensory inputs to create a unified representation of the external world. This representation enables us to recognize objects, navigate spaces, and interact effectively with others. It is through this objective lens that we understand concepts like distance, size, color, and movement, and can make informed decisions based on observable evidence. The reliability of objective consciousness is crucial for survival, as it allows us to respond appropriately to dangers, seek resources, and engage in social interactions. It forms the basis of empirical science, where observations and measurements lead to verifiable knowledge about the physical world. Thus, objective consciousness is fundamental to our ability to function and thrive in a complex and ever-changing environment, providing a common ground for shared experiences and communication. Subjective consciousness refers to the internal experiences that form our unique personal perspective on reality. This aspect of consciousness encompasses the rich and diverse range of thoughts, emotions, memories, and intuitions that define our inner world. Unlike objective consciousness, which deals with the external and observable, subjective consciousness is deeply introspective and personal, often difficult to articulate and measure. At the heart of subjective consciousness are emotions, which color our experiences and influence our reactions. These emotions can range from joy and love to fear and anger, each contributing to the depth and complexity of our inner lives. Memories also play a crucial role, providing a continuous narrative that shapes our identity and informs our present perceptions and decisions. Intuition and imagination are key components of subjective consciousness. Intuition allows us to make spontaneous judgments and decisions that are not always based on rational analysis, but but rather on a deeper, often subconscious understanding. Imagination, on the other hand, enables us to create and explore scenarios beyond the immediate reality, fueling creativity and innovation. Subjective consciousness is what makes each individual's experience of the world unique. It provides a sense of self, an ongoing inner dialogue, and a personal interpretation of external events, all of which contribute to the rich tapestry of human experience. This dimension is essential for personal growth, self-reflection, and the development of empathy and understanding toward others. The interplay between objective and subjective dimensions of consciousness is a dynamic and intricate process that shapes our overall perception and understanding of reality. These two aspects, while distinct, are deeply interconnected, constantly influencing and informing one another to create a cohesive experience. Objective consciousness provides the framework of factual, sensory information about the external world. It is through this lens that we gather data, make observations, and build a shared reality with others. However, this raw information alone does not constitute our full experience. It is when this data is filtered through our subjective consciousness that it gains personal meaning and relevance. Subjective consciousness, with its rich emotional and cognitive landscape, interprets and personalizes the sensory inputs from objective consciousness. For instance, while objective consciousness might register the factual details of a sunset, its colors, patterns, and timing, subjective consciousness imbues this experience with emotional significance, memories, and personal associations. This interaction transforms a mere observation into a deeply moving and meaningful event. This interplay is also evident in decision-making processes. While objective consciousness provides the logical and empirical basis for choices, subjective consciousness adds layers of intuition, values, and past experiences, leading to decisions that are both rational and personally significant. This fusion is essential for navigating complex social environments, where facts alone are insufficient without the context of personal and collective meaning. The synergy between objective and subjective consciousness allows for a balanced and enriched experience of the world. It ensures that our interactions with reality are not just mechanical, but are also infused with personal significance and emotional depth. This interplay is crucial for the development of empathy, creativity, and a holistic understanding of ourselves and our environment, highlighting the essential role of both dimensions in the human experience. Sensory perception plays a foundational role. Visual perception allows us to detect light, color, shape, and movement, enabling us to navigate our environment, recognize faces, and appreciate art. Auditory perception captures sound waves, translating them into meaningful sounds, such as speech and music, which are crucial for communication and emotional expression. The sense of touch informs us about texture, temperature, and pressure, essential for physical interaction with objects and people. Taste and smell are intimately linked and provide information about the chemical composition of substances, contributing to our experience of flavor and aiding in detecting hazards like spoiled food or smoke. These sensory inputs are continuously processed and interpreted by the brain, forming the basis of our objective consciousness. The reliability and accuracy of sensory perception are vital for survival. They allow us to respond promptly to potential dangers, seek nourishment, and maintain social connections. Moreover, sensory experiences often trigger emotional responses and memories, linking objective sensory data with subjective experiences. For instance, the scent of a particular flower might evoke memories of a childhood garden, illustrating the seamless integration of sensory perception with emotional and cognitive aspects of consciousness. In essence, sensory perception not only enables us to construct an accurate representation of the external world, but also serves as the foundation upon which subjective experiences and personal meaning are built. This dual role underscores its critical importance in the overall structure of consciousness. Emotions and intuition significantly influence our awareness, shaping how we perceive and interact with the world. Emotions, which are complex responses to stimuli involving physiological arousal, subjective experience, and behavioral expression, color our perceptions and add depth to our experiences. They serve as internal signals that guide our attention, decision-making, for example, social interactions like fear and joy can sharpen our awareness, making us more alert to potential dangers or opportunities. Fear heightens our senses and prepares our body for a rapid response to threats, while joy enhances our perception of positive experiences, fostering a sense of connection and well-being. Emotions also influence our memory, with emotionally charged events being more vividly remembered and more likely to impact our future behavior. Intuition, often described as the ability to understand or know something immediately without conscious reasoning, also plays a crucial role in our awareness. It allows us to make quick judgments and decisions based on a deep, often subconscious processing of information and past experiences. Intuitive insights can guide us in situations where analytical thinking is too slow or when there is incomplete information. The influence of emotions and intuition extends to our subjective consciousness, where they shape our inner narrative and personal worldview. Emotions can drive the themes and tone of our inner dialogue, influencing our self-perception and outlook on life. Intuition often manifests as gut feelings or hunches, which, though not always rational, can lead to valuable insights and creative solutions. Together, emotions and intuition bridge the gap between objective sensory data and subjective experience. They ensure that our awareness is not just a sterile processing of information, but a rich, dynamic interplay of feelings and insights. This interplay enhances our ability to navigate complex social environments, respond adaptively to challenges, and engage meaningfully with our surroundings. By integrating emotional and intuitive elements, our consciousness becomes a more holistic and responsive system, capable of deeper understanding and more nuanced interaction with the world. The logical and empirical basis of objective consciousness forms the cornerstone of our ability to understand and interact with the world through systematic observation and reasoning. This aspect of consciousness relies on the collection and analysis of data from our sensory organs, which provide accurate and reliable information about the external environment. Through processes such as measurement, experimentation, and critical analysis, we can build a coherent and objective picture of reality. Logical reasoning enables us to process this sensory information in a structured manner, allowing us to identify patterns, establish cause and effect relationships, and make predictions. For instance, recognizing the regularity of the sunrise and sunset allows us to predict the passage of time and plan our activities accordingly. Logical reasoning also helps us solve problems by breaking them down into manageable parts and applying systematic methods to find solutions. Empirical evidence, derived from observation and experimentation, serves as the foundation for scientific inquiry and technological advancement. By testing hypotheses and validating results through repeatable experiments, we can establish facts and develop theories that explain natural phenomena. This empirical approach ensures that our understanding of the world is based on verifiable and objective data, rather than subjective beliefs or speculation. The integration of logical and empirical methods in objective consciousness allows us to build a shared reality that is universally accessible and understandable. This shared reality forms the basis of communication, education, and collaboration, enabling us to work together to address common challenges and achieve collective goals. It also provides a framework for distinguishing between knowledge and opinion, ensuring that our decisions and actions are grounded in reliable evidence. Moreover, the logical and empirical basis of objective consciousness is essential for technological and scientific progress. Innovations in medicine, engineering, and environmental science, for example, depend on the rigorous application of empirical research and logical reasoning. These advancements improve our quality of life, enhance our understanding of the universe, and expand the boundaries of human capability. Imagination and dreams are fundamental components of subjective consciousness, allowing us to transcend the immediate realities of the external world and explore limitless possibilities within our minds. These elements enrich our inner experiences, foster creativity, and contribute to our sense of identity and purpose. Imagination is the cognitive ability to form new ideas, images, or concepts that are not directly derived from our sensory input. It allows us to visualize scenarios, plan for the future, and create art, literature, and inventions. Through imagination, we can experiment with different perspectives and solutions to problems, often leading to innovative breakthroughs. This mental faculty enables us to envision possibilities beyond our current circumstances, inspiring progress and personal growth. Dreams, occurring primarily during the REM rapid eye movement stage of sleep, are another manifestation of subjective consciousness. They are vivid, often surreal experiences that blend fragments of reality, memory, and imagination. Dreams provide a unique insight into our subconscious mind, revealing hidden desires, fears, and unresolved conflicts. They can serve as a means of emotional processing, helping us cope with stress and consolidate memories. Both imagination and dreams play a crucial role in creativity. Artists, writers, and scientists frequently draw upon their imaginative and dream experiences to fuel their work. These inner visions can lead to the creation of new artistic expressions, groundbreaking scientific theories, and innovative technologies. For instance, the structure of the benzene molecule was famously inspired by a dream of a snake biting its own tail. Moreover, imagination and dreams contribute to our ability to empathize and understand others. By imagining ourselves in someone else's situation or considering hypothetical scenarios, we can develop a deeper sense of empathy and social awareness. This capacity for imaginative empathy is essential for building strong relationships and fostering a sense of community. In everyday life, imagination allows us to set goals, overcome challenges, and find meaning in our experiences. It helps us to craft our personal narratives and envision the future we desire. Dreams, on the other hand, can provide guidance, inspiration, and a deeper understanding of our inner selves. In essence, imagination and dreams are vital to the richness of subjective consciousness. They expand the boundaries of our mental world, enabling us to explore, create, and connect in ways that transcend the limitations of objective reality. Through these faculties, we tap into the profound depths of our inner life, gaining insights and inspirations that shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The integration of the dual aspects of consciousness, objective and subjective, yields a holistic understanding of our experiences and existence. This integration is essential for navigating the complexities of life and fostering a balanced perspective that encompasses both empirical knowledge and personal meaning. Objective consciousness provides us with a reliable framework for interacting with the external world. It is rooted in sensory perception and logical reasoning, allowing us to observe, analyze, and understand our environment through empirical evidence. This aspect of consciousness is fundamental to practical decision-making, scientific inquiry, and technological advancement. It ensures that our actions are grounded in reality and that we can communicate and collaborate effectively based on shared facts and observations. Subjective consciousness, on the other hand, adds depth and richness to our experiences. It encompasses our emotions, intuitions, dreams, and personal narratives, infusing our lives with meaning and individuality. Through subjective consciousness, we connect with our inner selves, reflect on our experiences, and develop a sense of identity and purpose. It allows us to interpret and personalize the data from our objective consciousness, transforming raw information into meaningful experiences. The interplay between these two dimensions enables a more comprehensive understanding of reality. For instance, while objective consciousness might provide the factual details of a challenging situation, subjective consciousness allows us to interpret these facts through the lens of our emotions, values, and past experiences. This integrated perspective helps us make decisions that are not only rational but also personally fulfilling and ethically sound. In social interactions, the integration of objective and subjective consciousness fosters empathy and effective communication. Understanding the objective realities of others' experiences, combined with an appreciation of their subjective perspectives, enables us to connect on a deeper level and build meaningful relationships. This holistic approach enhances our ability to navigate social dynamics and address conflicts with sensitivity and insight. Moreover, the integration of these aspects is crucial for creativity and innovation. Objective knowledge provides the tools and foundation for problem solving, while subjective insights inspire novel ideas and approaches. Together, they drive progress and enable us to push the boundaries of what is possible, both in personal development and societal advancement. The dual nature of consciousness has profound implications for understanding human existence, offering insights into how we perceive reality, make decisions, and interact with others. Recognizing the interplay between objective and subjective dimensions of consciousness helps us grasp the full spectrum of human experience, from the empirical to the deeply personal. One significant implication is the enhancement of self-awareness. By understanding that our consciousness is composed of both objective observations and subjective interpretations, we become more attuned to the ways in which our thoughts and emotions influence our perception of reality. This awareness allows us to critically evaluate our biases and assumptions, leading to more accurate self-assessments and personal growth. The dual nature of consciousness also enriches our understanding of mental health. Recognizing the importance of both objective and subjective experiences can improve approaches to mental health care. Therapies that integrate empirical methods, such as cognitive behavioral techniques, with explorative approaches that address emotional and subconscious experiences, like psychoanalysis or art therapy, are more likely to provide comprehensive care. This holistic view acknowledges the complexity of human consciousness and the need to address both external behaviors and internal states. In the realm of education, appreciating the dual nature of consciousness can enhance teaching and learning methods. Educators who incorporate both objective knowledge and subjective experiences create more engaging and effective learning environments. This approach not only imparts factual information but also connects it to students' personal lives, fostering deeper understanding and retention. It encourages critical thinking and creativity, essential skills in a rapidly changing world. Socially, the dual nature of consciousness promotes empathy and ethical behavior. Understanding that each person's reality is shaped by a blend of objective facts and subjective experiences fosters tolerance and compassion. It encourages us to consider multiple perspectives and appreciate the diversity of human experience. The dual nature of consciousness emphasizes empathetic approach is crucial for building inclusive societies and addressing personal choices or public policy. Integrating objective analysis with subjective insights ensures decisions are both effective and meaningful. It helps leaders to craft policies that are not only efficient, but also resonate with the values and emotions of the people they serve. Finally, the dual nature of consciousness underscores the importance of lifelong learning and self-improvement. As we continuously gather new information and reflect on our experiences, we evolve in our understanding of the world and ourselves. This dynamic process fosters resilience, adaptability, and a deeper appreciation of life's complexities. In exploring the dual nature of consciousness, we have delved into the intricate interplay between objective and subjective dimensions that define our perception and understanding of reality. Objective consciousness provides us with a framework grounded in sensory perception and empirical evidence, essential for navigating and interacting with the external world. It forms the basis of logical reasoning, scientific inquiry, and technological advancements, ensuring that our actions are grounded in observable and measurable facts. Conversely, subjective consciousness encompasses the rich inner landscape of emotions, intuitions, dreams, and personal narratives. It adds depth and meaning to our experiences, allowing us to interpret and personalize the sensory data we receive. This dimension fosters creativity, empathy, and personal growth, making our lives more meaningful and interconnected. The interplay between these two facets of consciousness is vital for a holistic understanding of human existence. It enables us to balance empirical knowledge with personal significance, leading to more informed and fulfilling decisions. This integration enhances our self-awareness, mental health, educational approaches, and social interactions, fostering a more empathetic and inclusive society. Recognizing the dual nature of consciousness encourages us to embrace both the tangible and intangible aspects of our experiences. It reminds us that while objective facts are crucial for understanding the world, it is our subjective interpretations that give life its richness and purpose. By harmonizing these dimensions, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity, creativity, and compassion, ultimately leading to a more enlightened and connected existence. My friends, I invite you to consider the magnificent truth that has been hidden from you in plain sight. The power of God is not something outside of you, residing in the heavens or distant from your current reality. The presence of God is within you. And I am here to show you that this inner presence holds the key to transforming your life, to manifesting your desires, and to shaping your destiny according to the deepest desires of your heart. Let us begin with the understanding that we are not merely physical beings, living in a world defined by material conditions. No, you are far more than flesh and blood. You are a divine being, an expression of the infinite intelligence that creates all things. This intelligence, this divine force, does not reside outside of you, but within you. It is closer to you than your very breath, more intimate than your thoughts. It is the core of who you truly are. What does it mean to say that the presence of God is within you? It means that you in your very essence are endowed with the creative power of the universe. This power is not dormant, waiting for some external circumstance to awaken it. It is alive, active, and always responding to your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. The challenge, however, lies in your ability to recognize this power, to acknowledge it, and to harness it deliberately. You have heard it said, "As within, so without." This is not merely a poetic phrase, but a profound truth. The reality that you experience, the conditions of your life, the circumstances that surround you, are all reflections of what is happening within you. If you want to change the outer conditions of your life, you must first change the inner conditions of your mind. For the world that you see is nothing more than the mirror of your own consciousness. Consider this: the thoughts you think, the images you hold in your mind, the emotions you nurture, are the seeds that you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And like all seeds, they will grow and bear fruit in your life. If you plant seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation, you will harvest experiences that reflect those states of mind. But if you plant seeds of love, abundance, and faith, your life will blossom in ways that exceed your wildest dreams. Now you may ask, how do I plant these seeds of faith and abundance? How do I align myself with the presence of God within me and manifest my desires? The answer is simple. Yet it requires your full attention and commitment. You must discipline your imagination. Imagination is the key to accessing the divine presence within you. It is through the faculty of imagination that you create reality. Every invention, every great achievement, every advancement in human history began in the imagination of someone who dared to believe in the unseen. Your imagination is the workshop of God, the place where divine ideas take form and become manifest in your life. But to use your imagination effectively, you must first become aware of how you are using it now. Are you using your imagination to dwell on what you do not want, to replay scenes of fear, worry, and frustration? Or are you using it to envision the life you truly desire, to create vivid mental pictures of success, joy, and fulfillment? The choice is yours, and the power to choose is within you. When you close your eyes and imagine the life you wish to live, you are not merely daydreaming. You are engaging in the most powerful creative act that you are capable of. In those moments, you are aligning yourself with the presence of God within you. You are impressing your desires upon the subconscious mind, which is the womb of creation. And when these impressions are strong, clear, and consistent, they will be brought forth into physical reality. But you must believe. You must have unwavering faith that what you imagine is already yours. Doubt and fear are the enemies of manifestation. They are the forces that cloud your mind and prevent the divine presence within you from expressing itself fully. Faith, on the other hand, opens the door to infinite possibilities. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now, faith is not something you need to acquire from outside of yourself. It is already within you, just as the presence of God is within you. You activate your faith by imagining, by seeing in your mind's eye the reality of your desires already accomplished. Feel it as though it is already real. Live in the assumption that your wish has been fulfilled, and you will draw it into your experience. You see, the universe does not respond to your desires, it responds to your state of being. If you are in a state of lack, even though you desire abundance, you will continue to experience lack. But if you assume the feeling of abundance, even when the outer conditions of your life do not yet reflect it, you will draw abundance to you. The feeling is the secret. The feeling is what activates the presence of God within you and brings your desires into manifestation. It is not enough to simply think about what you want. You must feel it deeply, with all the emotion and conviction you can muster. You must live in the assumption that your desire is already a reality. This is the creative act, the act of faith that moves mountains and opens doors that no man can shut. Let me remind you, there is no limit to what you can create when you align yourself with the presence of God within you. The only limits are the ones you impose upon yourself. If you believe that you are limited, that you are not worthy of success, love, or happiness, then that is what you will experience. But if you believe in your own divine power, if you believe that you are worthy of all the good that life has to offer, then the universe will conspire to bring it to you. I urge you, my friends, to let go of the limiting beliefs that have held you back for so long. Release the fear, the doubt, the feelings of unworthiness, and step into your true power. You are not a victim of circumstance, you are a creator of reality. The presence of God is within you, and it is through this presence that you can manifest anything you desire. Now, I know that for many of you, this may seem like a radical idea. You have been taught to believe that power lies outside of you, that you must wait for some external force to grant you the things you desire. But I am here to tell you that this is not true. You are not a beggar at the door of the universe, hoping for a few crumbs of happiness. You are a co-creator with the divine, and the power to create is within you. Begin today by turning your attention inward. Recognize the presence of God within you, and honor it with your thoughts, your feelings, and your imagination. Be deliberate in the use of your mind, for it is through your mind that you create your world. Do not allow the outer circumstances of your life to dictate your inner state. Instead, allow your inner state to dictate the outer circumstances of your life. When you wake up in the morning, before you even rise from your bed, take a few moments to imagine the day ahead as you wish it to be. See yourself moving through your day with ease, joy, and success. Feel the emotions of gratitude, love, and confidence as though everything you desire is already yours. And then carry that feeling with you throughout the day, no matter what challenges may arise. When doubts and fears creep into your mind, and they will, do not fight them. Simply acknowledge them, and then gently turn your attention back to the presence of God within you. Remind yourself that you are the creator of your reality, and that nothing outside of you has the power to dictate your experience. We often look outside ourselves for answers, for meaning, and for purpose. We are conditioned to believe that the divine is something distant, external, and beyond our grasp. Whether it's through religious teachings, societal norms, or our upbringing, many of us have been led to think that God, or the ultimate creative power of the universe, resides somewhere out there far removed from our daily lives and concerns. We may have been taught to pray to a distant deity, hoping for mercy, for guidance, or for intervention. But the truth is far more profound, far more personal. The presence of God is not something outside of you. It is within you, and this truth is transformative once fully understood and embraced. What does it mean to say that the presence of God is within you? It means that you, as an individual, carry within you the same creative energy that brought the universe into being. This energy, this force, is not confined to the heavens or some spiritual realm far beyond your current experience. It is alive and active within your very being. It is the essence of who you truly are. It is not separate from you, it is you. This presence is the source of all that is. It is the intelligence that forms the stars, that governs the seasons, that brings life into being, and it resides within you. To recognize this truth is to understand that you are not merely a passive observer in life, subject to the winds of fate or external circumstances. You are, in fact, a participant in the divine creative process. You have within you the same creative power that shapes worlds, and it is through your awareness and your consciousness that this power is expressed. The presence of God within you is not something that can be earned or acquired. It is not dependent upon your status, your wealth, your achievements, or even your religious beliefs. It is an inherent part of your being. You were born with it, and it will remain with you for all eternity. This presence is the very breath of life, the animating force that gives rise to your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. It is the source of your creativity, your intuition, and your inspiration. But for many of us, this presence lies dormant, unrecognized, and unappreciated. We go through life feeling disconnected, disempowered, and lost, not realizing that the key to everything we seek is already within us. We have been looking in the wrong places, seeking fulfillment in material possessions, in external relationships, in the approval of others, when the true source of our power and our joy resides within our own consciousness. To tap into this divine presence within you, you must first become aware of it. This awareness begins with a shift in perception. Instead of seeing yourself as separate from the divine, as a small and insignificant being in a vast and indifferent universe, you must begin to see yourself as an integral part of the divine whole. You must come to understand that the presence of God is not something to be sought after or attained, but something to be realized and acknowledged. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate this awareness is through the practice of stillness. In the silence of your own mind, free from the distractions and noise of the outside world, you can begin to sense the presence of the divine within you. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that you can tune into the subtle, yet profound energy that animates all of life. This presence is not loud or forceful. It does not demand your attention, but it is always there, waiting for you to recognize it. As you become more attuned to this inner presence, you will begin to notice its influence in your life. You will start to see how it guides you, how it inspires you, how it provides you with the strength and clarity you need to navigate the challenges of life. You will come to understand that the answers to your deepest questions do not lie outside of you, but within you. The presence of God within you is your source of wisdom, your source of power, and your source of peace. But recognizing this presence is only the first step. The next step is to align yourself with it, to consciously choose to live in harmony with the divine power within you. This requires a shift in how you think, how you feel, and how you fate. It requires you to let go of the limiting beliefs that have kept you small, to release the fear and doubt that have clouded your vision, and to step into the fullness of who you truly are. When you align yourself with the presence of God within you, you begin to live from a place of faith rather than fear. You no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstances, but as a co-creator of your reality. You recognize that you have the power to shape your life according to your highest vision and your deepest desires. You begin to trust in the divine intelligence that flows through you, knowing that it will guide you to where you need to be and provide you with everything you need along the way. This alignment is not something that happens overnight. It is a process, a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery. But as you continue to cultivate this awareness and this alignment, you will begin to experience the transformative power of the presence of God within you. You will see how your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions influence the circumstances of your life. You will come to understand that you are not separate from the divine, but an expression of it. This simple phrase contains within it a profound truth. Your inner state creates your reality. The outer conditions of your life, the people, events, and circumstances that you experience are all reflections of your inner state of being. In other words, the world around you is a mirror of what is happening within you. This truth can be difficult to accept, especially when we are faced with challenges or difficulties in our lives. It is tempting to blame external circumstances, to point the finger at others, or to believe that we are victims of fate. But when we truly understand that our outer reality is a reflection of our inner state, we realize that we have far more power and control over our lives than we may have previously thought. You see, the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the beliefs you hold create a vibrational frequency that radiates out into the universe. This frequency attracts experiences, people, and circumstances that are in alignment with it. If you are constantly thinking thoughts of lack, fear, and limitation, you will attract experiences that reflect those states of mind. But if you are thinking thoughts of abundance, love, and possibility, you will attract experiences that align with those higher frequencies. The outer world is not separate from your inner world. It is a direct reflection of it. This means that if you want to change your outer reality, you must first change your inner state. You cannot expect to attract abundance, success, or love into your life if your mind is filled with thoughts of scarcity, failure, or unworthiness. The outer world will always mirror back to you what you are projecting from within. This is why it is so important to take responsibility for your inner state. You must become aware of the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that are shaping your reality. You must ask yourself, what am I focusing on? What am I giving my attention to? Am I dwelling on what I don't want, or am I focusing on what I do want? Am I nurturing thoughts of fear and doubt, or am I cultivating thoughts of faith and possibility? Your inner state is like a garden, and your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are the seeds you plant. If you plant seeds of negativity, fear, and doubt, you will grow a garden of weeds. But if you plant seeds of love, faith, and abundance, you will grow a garden of beauty and prosperity. The choice is yours, and the power to choose is always within you. Now you may be wondering, how do I change my inner state? How do I shift from a state of fear and lack to a state of faith and abundance? The answer lies in your awareness and your imagination. You must become aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are creating your current reality, and then use your imagination to create a new reality. Imagination is the most powerful tool you have for transforming your inner state. When you close your eyes and imagine the life you want to live, you are not just daydreaming. You are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And just like any seed, these images and feelings will grow and manifest in your outer reality. But imagination alone is not enough. You must also feel the emotions associated with your desired reality. You must feel as though your desire has already been fulfilled. This is the key to changing your inner state. When you feel the emotions of joy, gratitude, and love as though your desire is already a reality, you are aligning yourself with the vibrational frequency of that reality. And when your inner state is aligned with your desire, the outer world will reflect it back to you. It is important to remember that this process is not about forcing or controlling the outer world. You cannot manipulate external circumstances to create the life you want. Instead, you must focus on changing your inner state, trusting that the outer world will naturally reflect the shifts you make within. Imagination is a force more powerful than most of us realize. It is the very foundation of every creation in your life, the space where all your dreams, desires, and visions take root before they manifest into reality. Whether consciously or unconsciously, you are always using your imagination to create your world. Every invention, every achievement, every great work of art, and every success story began in someone's mind as an image, a vision of what could be, and then it was brought into existence. Imagination is the workshop where the raw material of your thoughts, desires, and emotions is shaped into the tangible experiences of your life. The ability to imagine is one of the greatest gifts you have been given. It is the tool through which you can create the life you want, the bridge between the invisible world of thoughts and the visible world of physical reality. When you understand how to use your imagination properly, you can transform every aspect of your life, whether it's your career, relationships, health, or personal happiness. The possibilities are limitless because imagination is limitless. Many people underestimate the power of their imagination because they do not realize its significance in the process of creation. They think of imagination as mere fantasy, a place where dreams remain distant and unattainable. However, the reality is far different. Everything that exists in your world first existed as an idea in someone's imagination. From the technology we use to the buildings we live in, from the literature that inspires us to the clothes we wear, every single thing began as a concept formed in the mind. You may think, but how does imagination lead to the actual manifestation of my desires? The answer lies in understanding that imagination is not separate from reality. It is the precursor to reality. When you engage in the act of imagining, you are impressing images and feelings onto your subconscious mind, which then takes those impressions and expresses them outwardly as circumstances and events in your life. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. It simply accepts whatever you consistently focus on as the truth and works to bring it into your experience. In this way, imagination is the workshop of creation. It is where you design the blueprint for your life. And like any workshop, the quality of the output depends on the tools you use and the effort you put into it. If you allow your imagination to run wild with thoughts of fear, doubt, and limitation, you will create a life that reflects those qualities. But if you use your imagination with purpose, filling it with visions of success, abundance, and joy, your life will take shape according to those images. One of the most powerful aspects of imagination is that it allows you to live in the future you desire, even if your present circumstances do not yet reflect it. This is key to the process of creation. By imagining your ideal life with vivid detail and emotional intensity, you begin to shift your inner state of being. You begin to feel as if your dreams are already realized. And this shift in consciousness is what brings about external changes in your reality. It is not enough to simply think about what you want in a vague or passive way. You must engage your imagination with intention and conviction. You must see yourself living the life you desire as if it is happening right now. But imagine every detail, what it looks like, what it feels like, how you will interact with the world once you have achieved your goal. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more real it becomes in your inner world, and the more powerfully it will manifest in your outer world. Imagination, when used properly, is not about escaping reality, but about creating it. It allows you to transcend your current limitations and tap into a higher state of consciousness where anything is possible. Through imagination, you can access new ideas, new perspectives, and new solutions to old problems. You can envision a future that is greater than your past and begin to bring that future into being. The key to using your imagination effectively is persistence. You must persist in your vision, even when the outer world shows no signs of change. Too often people give up on their dreams because they do not see immediate results. But manifestation takes time, and the outer world always lags behind the inner world. Just because something hasn't appeared in your life yet doesn't mean it isn't on its way. The more you persist in your imagination, the more momentum you build, and eventually your outer reality will catch up with your inner vision. This persistence in imagination is an act of faith. You are trusting that what you are creating in your mind will eventually become your reality. And this brings us to the second key point. Faith activates the power of manifestation. Faith is the substance that gives life to your imagination. Without faith, imagination remains a mere fantasy, a fleeting thought with no real impact on your life. But when faith is combined with imagination, it activates the power of manifestation. It is faith that turns your visions into reality, that takes the unseen and makes it seen. Faith is not just a vague belief in something greater. It is a deep inner knowing that what you imagine and desire is already yours, even if you cannot yet see it. Faith is the certainty that what you envision in your mind is as real as anything in the physical world, and it is this certainty that sets the creative process in motion. Faith is often misunderstood as something passive, a hope that things will work out if we wait long enough or pray hard enough. But true faith is an active force. It is the assurance that what you desire is already in existence, even if it has not yet materialized in the physical world. This assurance allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that your desires will manifest in their own time and in their own way. When you combine faith with imagination, you are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe. You are saying, I know that what I am imagining is possible, and I trust that it will come to pass. This trust is what allows you to stay focused on your vision, even when circumstances seem to contradict it. Faith gives you the strength to persist in your imagination, to hold on to your vision, and to continue moving forward, even when the outer world offers no immediate evidence that your desires are being fulfilled. It is important to understand that faith is not blind optimism or wishful thinking. It is not about denying reality or pretending that everything is perfect when it clearly isn't. Faith is grounded in the understanding that reality is not fixed, that it is constantly shifting and evolving in response to your inner state. It is knowing that what you focus on in your mind will eventually manifest in your outer world, as long as you remain aligned with that vision. Faith also involves letting go of the how. Too often, people get caught up in trying to figure out how their desires will come to pass. They become fixated on the details, trying to control every step of the process, and in doing so, they block the natural flow of creation. But faith requires you to release the need for control. It asks you to trust that the universe will take care of the how, as long as you stay focused on what the end result you desire. When you have faith, you are not concerned with how things will happen or when they will happen. You know that they will happen, and that is enough. This allows you to relax, to let go of worry and doubt, and to enjoy the process of creation. Faith frees you from the need to constantly check for signs of progress or to second-guess your vision. It gives you the peace of mind to continue imagining your desired reality with confidence, knowing that it will unfold in perfect timing. Faith also has a magnetic quality. When you have faith in your vision, you attract the people, opportunities, and resources needed to bring that vision into reality. You begin to notice synchronicities, chance encounters, and unexpected events that align with your desires. This is not a coincidence. It is the result of your faith drawing those elements into your life. The universe responds to your faith by orchestrating the circumstances necessary to bring your vision to fruition. But faith is not just about waiting for things to happen. It is about taking inspired action. When you have faith in your vision, you are motivated to take the steps necessary to bring it into reality. You are not waiting for a miracle, you are co-creating with the universe. Faith gives you the courage to act, even when the path ahead is unclear. It empowers you to move forward with confidence, knowing that every step you take is leading you closer to your desired outcome. In this way, faith is the driving force behind manifestation. It is what turns your imagination into reality, what transforms your visions into experiences. Without faith, your desires remain distant and unattainable. But with faith, you can bring anything you imagine into existence. To cultivate faith, you must practice seeing beyond your current circumstances. You must train your mind to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. You must learn to trust in the unseen, to believe in the power of your imagination, and to know that the universe is always working in your favor. At the core of everything we experience, whether positive or negative, there exists a powerful force emotion. Feelings shape our reality in ways that are deeper and more profound than we often realize. We have all heard the saying, "You attract what you feel," but understanding the magnitude of this statement is essential to creating a life aligned with our desires. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, and every word you speak is accompanied by a feeling. This feeling is not just a fleeting reaction to your thoughts, but the driving force that gives those thoughts the power to create. Feelings are what give life to your desires and intentions. You can think positive thoughts all day, you can imagine success, happiness, or love. But if those thoughts are not accompanied by the corresponding feelings, they remain hollow. It is the feeling behind the thought that makes it resonate in your subconscious mind, influencing your perception and shaping the reality you experience. Emotions are not merely responses to external circumstances, they are the very energy that creates those circumstances. When you feel a strong emotion, whether it is joy, love, anger, or fear, that emotion sends a signal to the universe, a signal that is matched by similar energy and experiences. This is why it seems that when you are in a good mood, everything seems to go well, and when you are in a bad mood, things only seem to get worse. Your outer world is simply reflecting back the emotional frequency that you are emitting. Feelings are magnetic. They have the power to attract circumstances, people, and events that are in harmony with them. If you are constantly feeling stressed, anxious, or fearful, you are vibrating at a frequency that will attract more of the same into your life. On the other hand, when you feel joyful, peaceful, and abundant, you attract experiences that match those emotions. The universe does not distinguish between good or bad feelings. It only responds to the energy you are sending out. Consider for a moment how you feel when you think about your dreams and desires. Do you feel excited, inspired, and hopeful? Or do you feel doubtful, anxious, or discouraged? These feelings are the key indicators of what you are attracting into your life. If you are feeling positive emotions, you are in alignment with your desires, and you are moving toward their manifestation. But if your dominant feelings are negative, you are out of alignment, and you are likely to experience delays, obstacles, or the absence of what you truly want. Feelings also serve as a guide, showing you where you are in relation to your desires. When you feel good, you are in a state of flow, moving in the direction of your dreams. When you feel bad, it is a signal that you are resisting or blocking the natural flow of creation. This is why it is so important to pay attention to your emotions. They are the compass that points you toward your highest good. One of the most powerful aspects of feelings is that they are not bound by time. You do not have to wait for your desires to manifest before you can feel the emotions associated with them. In fact, the opposite is true. You must first feel the emotions of having your desires fulfilled, and then the external manifestation will follow. This is the essence of the law of attraction. You must feel it to see it. For example, if you desire abundance, it is not enough to simply think about abundance. You must feel abundant, even if your current financial situation does not reflect it. You must generate the feeling of wealth, of freedom, of security, as if you already have all the resources you need. When you consistently feel abundant, you attract more abundance into your life. Similarly, if you desire love, you must feel love within yourself before you can attract it from others. If you desire success, you must feel successful, confident, and empowered, even before the external evidence appears. The challenge, of course, is that many of us are conditioned to let our feelings be dictated by our external circumstances. We look at what is happening in our lives, the money in our bank account, the state of our relationships, the success of our career, and we base our emotions on those conditions. If things are going well, we feel good. If things are not going well, we feel bad. But this approach keeps us stuck in a reactive state, always at the mercy of external events. To truly harness the power of your feelings, you must reverse this process. Instead of letting your outer reality determine how you feel, you must let your inner state of being create your outer reality. This means consciously choosing to feel the emotions that align with your desires, regardless of what is happening around you. It means generating the feeling of joy, love, peace, and abundance, even if your current circumstances do not seem to support it. This is not about denying reality or pretending that everything is perfect when it isn't. It is about recognizing that your feelings are a creative force, and that by choosing how you feel, you are shaping your reality. You are not at the mercy of your emotions. You have the power to shift your emotional state at any moment, and in doing so, you change the energy that you are sending out into the world. One way to consciously shift your feelings is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions you can cultivate because it instantly raises your vibration and aligns you with the frequency of abundance. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you activate feelings of joy, love, and appreciation, which attract more of those qualities into your life. Even if you are facing challenges or difficulties, there is always something to be grateful for. By shifting your focus to the positive aspects of your life, you change your emotional state and begin to attract more positive experiences. Another way to shift your feelings is through visualization. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living the life you desire, you generate the feelings associated with that reality. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. So when you visualize your desired outcome with strong emotion, you create the same feelings as if it were already happening. This process not only shifts your emotional state in the present moment, but also sets in motion the forces that will bring your vision into reality. Ultimately, your feelings are the fuel that drives the engine of creation. They are what give power to your thoughts, intentions, and desires. When you learn to consciously direct your emotions, you gain mastery over your reality. You are no longer a passive observer, reacting to whatever life throws at you. Instead, you become an active participant in the creation of your life, shaping your experiences according to the emotions you choose to cultivate. There is no greater truth than this: you are the creator of your experience. The life you are living right now, in all its complexity, is a direct reflection of the choices you have made, the beliefs you hold, and the feelings you have cultivated. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you cling to contributes to the reality you experience. You are not a victim of circumstance, and you are not at the mercy of external forces. You are the one who shapes your world, moment by moment, through the power of your consciousness. This may seem like a radical idea, especially if you have been taught to believe that life happens to you rather than through you. But when you truly understand that you are the creator of your experience, you realize that you have far more power and control over your life than you may have previously thought. You are not a passive recipient of whatever fate or chance throws your way. You are an active participant in the unfolding of your destiny. The creative process begins with your thoughts. Every thought you think is a seed that you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Some of these seeds are planted consciously, while others are planted unconsciously. But every thought has the potential to grow and manifest in your life, depending on how much attention and energy you give it. Your thoughts are like the blueprint for the life you are building. If you think thoughts of abundance, success, and joy, you are laying the foundation for a life that reflects those qualities. But if your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, and limitation, you are building a life that reflects those negative states of mind. The key is to become aware of the thoughts you are thinking and to consciously choose thoughts that align with the reality you want to create. But thoughts alone are not enough to create your experience. It is your beliefs that give power and substance to your thoughts. A belief is simply a thought that you have repeated over and over again until it has become ingrained in your subconscious mind. Once a belief is established, it acts as a filter through which you interpret your experiences and make decisions. Your beliefs shape your perception of reality, and they influence the choices you make. If you believe that life is hard, that success is difficult to achieve, or that you are not worthy of love or abundance, those beliefs will create a reality that mirrors them. But if you believe that life is abundant, that success is your birthright, and that you are worthy of all the good that life has to offer, you will create a reality that reflects those beliefs. Your beliefs are like the foundation of a house. They determine the structure and shape of your life. To change your experience, you must first change your beliefs. This requires a process of introspection and self-awareness. You must examine the beliefs you hold and question whether they are serving you or limiting you. Are your beliefs aligned with the life you want to create? Or are they keeping you stuck in patterns of lack and limitation? Once you identify the beliefs that are holding you back, you can begin to replace them with new, empowering beliefs that support the reality you want to create. But even beliefs are not the final word in the creative process. Your emotions, as we discussed earlier, play a crucial role in shaping your experience. You can think positive thoughts and hold empowering beliefs, but if your emotions are not aligned with those thoughts and beliefs, you will struggle to create the reality you desire. It is your feelings that give energy and momentum to your thoughts and beliefs. When your emotions are in harmony with your intentions, you become a powerful creator of your experience. Finally, action is the last piece of the creative puzzle. While thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are the foundation of creation, it is through action that you bring your desires into physical reality. In conclusion, the power to shape your life lies entirely within you. Your imagination, feelings, beliefs, and actions all play a vital role in creating the reality you experience. The presence of the divine creative force is not something external, but something that resides within you, always accessible and ready to be harnessed. When you align your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the life you desire, you become an active participant in the process of creation. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but rather you are the creator of your own experience. By recognizing and embracing this truth, you can transform your reality and manifest the life you truly desire. It all begins within, and the possibilities are endless.